It might sound counterintuitive, but small changes actually do lead to huge results, especially when it comes to our skin. So today I'm sharing 10 micro habits to improve your skin's complexion and really help reduce breakouts and acne. I'm sharing tips that you can easily incorporate into your everyday life, whether it's on a daily or a weekly basis, and these little tweaks and hacks will really help to improve your skin. For me, I've always had acne-prone skin, and I have had to experiment, optimize, tweak, do all of these little things to really determine what was contributing to breakouts. The reason I wanted to record this now is I really feel like my skin lately, I'm not wearing foundation right now, and I feel like my skin is the best that it has ever been because of these habits. I have found like a couple last little things that were still giving me a breakout every now and again, and fingers crossed, my skin is feeling really, really good. So let's jump into it, and don't forget to stick around for all 10 because there are some really important ones at the end. The first micro habit is drinking water the right way. I'm not gonna just tell you to drink water because I think it is so key to be having electrolytes and make sure that you are actually hydrated. A few years ago, I had fallen into drinking so much water, like too much water, to the point where I was actually not hydrated. I was drinking literally too much water. And I just thought that if I kept drinking and drinking water that it would hydrate me and my skin would look really good. But I wasn't doing electrolytes or adding a little salt to my water, and so I wasn't hanging on to that hydration. I will link down below my personal favorite electrolytes. I am very picky with ingredients. I think you all know this by now. And there is one brand that I have found that I actually like their ingredients. At this point, I am currently just using that or salt. Hopefully we'll see some more good electrolyte brands popping up soon. But true hydration is so important for your skin, so important for that complexion, that glow, and to help with acne. The second tip is to use a hypochlorous acid spray. This is an antimicrobial skin spray. I love this. My esthetician Val turned me on to this. And what you want to do is use this a few times throughout the day. I love to use it around my hairline specifically because if you're putting products in your hair and then it's touching your skin, there is a chance that that can make you break out, right? I'm using this antimicrobial spray as a way 2-3 times a day to make sure that I am keeping my skin clean and free from anything that could cause breakouts. I have a small one of these and I have a big one of these. I keep the big one in my bathroom, the small one in my purse so that I can use it on the go. I also like to keep it at my desk during the day just to mist on my face too. I really do put it all over my face, but like I said, hairline is important. I would also do jawline a lot because we can lean on our hands, we're touching our face. That is the type of thing that this is perfect for, is to get rid of those germs. It's also great to bring on a flight because of all the germs if you're traveling, and then you can just spritz it on your face to keep your face nice and clean. The third micro habit is to wash your face with distilled, bottled, or filtered water. This is so important. I used to be the queen of doing this. I would buy a big jug of distilled water. It lasted forever because you really don't need much to wash your face. I'll pop in a picture of what I use, but I would pour it into this little glass cup and I would use that to then wash my face. This is so important because there is so much crap in our water. It really depends where you live. When I moved to Austin, my face was immediately breaking out like crazy. I had the same thing in LA, and in LA, an esthetician told me it is because of the water here. And she was like, look, you need to use distilled water when you wash your face, and that has been amazing. I stopped doing it for a while, could not figure out like what had changed. I just kind of forgot when we moved that I was doing that before. And I have been doing it again more recently, and wow, I really noticed a difference. Tiny little habit, but makes all the difference. The other reason I love doing this is because it prevents you from using too hot of water on your face. I think it is so important that we don't ruin our skin barrier by using overly hot water that's going to strip our skin. Another bonus micro habit, be very careful when you're in the shower not to do too hot of water on your face. I love a hot shower. I just do. I love being warm. So this is something that I really struggle with for my hair and my skin because it is not good for you to be under too hot of water. But what I do is when I wash my face and I wash my hair, I try to turn the water down even just a little bit, and that really helps. The fourth micro habit is so underrated. That is to sanitize items that come near your face, touch your face. For example, if you have a baseball hat, you're putting it on your head. This much is on your forehead, right? Like typically it covers nearly our whole forehead. Are you washing it? Are you sanitizing it? Are you just putting it on your head? Sometimes you have makeup on it, sometimes you don't, sometimes you're sweating. We need to be really cognizant of things like this. And my best hack here is I took a glass spray bottle. I pour rubbing alcohol in it with a little bit of distilled water, and I use this to sanitize things. I would never spray that directly on my face. You should not put rubbing alcohol on your face, let me be clear. But I spray that on my baseball cap. I spray it, I use that to clean my phone sometimes. I use it for anything that touches my face, like facial tools, anything. I want those disinfected. I do not want to introduce bacteria, sweat, things that should not be on my face to my face. Under this category, I'm also going to give you 2 bonus micro habits, one being to clean your makeup brushes regularly. Hear me on this. Please clean your makeup brushes, your beauty blenders, because they can harbor so much bacteria, especially if you're doing your makeup often. Again, even if you don't have time to clean it, give it a spritz of that rubbing alcohol spray, let them dry, and then use them. The other one that I want to mention in the same category is that you need to be washing your pillowcases 1 to 2 times a week minimum. Like once a week is the minimum. I know that this is really hard to do, especially if you are super busy. So something you can do here is you can have 2 pillows and each pillow has 2 sides, right? So we got 4 sides total. One night you sleep on one side, the next night you sleep on the other side, the next night you sleep on the other pillow, the next night you sleep on the other side. That is a really great way to at least minimize the amount of times that you are putting your hair and your skin onto that same pillow where you might be sweating in your sleep. There's just bacteria there. We don't like it. You can also spray some of the hypochlorous acid spray or the rubbing alcohol to get your pillow clean. Don't do this regularly, like you do need to wash it, but in between you can do that if you feel like you're struggling to wash it more than once a week. Once a week is the minimum. Also, use a silk pillowcase if you can. It really does help. I think it's so much better for the skin and the hair. Micro habit number 5 is to do red light therapy. You really only need to do this for like 10 minutes. We all have 10 minutes. We all have 10 minutes where we are on our phone. Put that red light mask on your face. If you want to go on your phone, if you want to read a book, if you want to listen to a podcast, take 10 minutes to meditate, whatever it may be, try to get in a red light mask. I swear this is like the littlest amount of time. Truly, you just need 5-10 minutes, especially if you're doing it daily, like 5-10 minutes. But man, if you can add this micro habit in, habit stack, your skin looks amazing. Not only is it good for anti-aging, it's anti-inflammatory, it helps with active breakouts, it helps prevent breakouts. I love it. It just helps with so much, and I feel like you get this glow when you've been using it regularly. I did it all up to my wedding. Really noticed a difference in my skin when I was consistent with it. Micro habit number 6 is so random. You will probably never hear this in a skincare video, but that is don't hold your pee. So let me explain. When you have to pee and you are holding it for way too long, I feel that it is so bad for your body because the toxins that your body wants to detox and get rid of are just hanging out in your body. I noticed that when I was in school and I didn't want to leave class to go to the bathroom, even if I had to pee, I felt like this was actually really affecting my skin. I will be honest with you, I have not done research into this one, looked it up. This is just a personal experience thing, but I really do think it is so bad to hold it if you need to go to the bathroom. Like, make sure you're going to the bathroom regularly, especially if you are drinking water. Don't hold it. I don't think it is good for your skin. Micro habit number 7 is one of my favorites. It's like multitasking, meditation to the max. And this is doing lymphatic drainage in the shower. Similar to what we were just talking about, I do think it is so important to support your body's detoxification because we just need more help nowadays. It's not like the old days where there was no pollution, there were no chemicals, there were no pesticides, there was none of this stuff that is affecting our bodies so much nowadays. And I do feel like, you know, we have a bucket internally, if you think about it. We have a bucket and it can only handle so many chemicals, glyphosate from the food, it can only handle so much pollution from outside. If it gets too full, I feel like that's when our body starts to warn us by having our skin break out, by having different inflammation issues. So that being said, I love to support some extra lymphatic drainage in the shower. This is such an easy micro habit. It's very relaxing. When you're in the shower, here's what I do. This takes like 2 minutes. I'm going to go on my collarbones and I'm going to press in the inside of my collarbones lightly. I do it about 6 to 8 times. This opens up the lymphatic drainage pathway. Then I go above my ear and I do the same thing, light taps. Then I go here by my nose, same thing, light taps. Here by my eyes, light taps. Those are usually the ones I do. Now our lymphatic pathways are more opened up and ready for drainage. And then while my hands are wet, I'm in the shower, maybe I might be washing my face in the shower, what I start doing is this. And then I start you wanna be so gentle, lightly pulling it down here. I'm doing this motion, I'm getting up into my cheekbone. For the eyes, you can go like this, and you wanna kind of pull it here because we have a lymphatic drainage pathway here. So you can go like this, kind of help your body detox these things. Might go up like this, and then at the end, I'll kind of pull it down a little bit so that it can detox down here. So you're pulling things out. You wanna go up initially with most things, but then at the end, I always try to like pull it down to help it drain. This is very, very good to help get rid of toxins, which can contribute to acne. It's also very good for anti-aging. If you are someone that doesn't want to do things like filler and Botox, I think that massaging your face, getting in there is so good for you. One that Val, my esthetician, taught me recently is taking like kind of 2 fingers like this in the front and back of your ear. It's very relaxing. And you can stick your lower jaw out a little bit. It's just so relaxing, and then you can kind of pull it down. But be very gentle. It is just so nice to kind of get in there, massage your face, move the fascia around. It is so good for you. Tiny little habit, takes 2 minutes, but this is something that's compounding and you will really see a difference. Micro habit number 8 is to use a high frequency wand. These are amazing, really good tool to keep on hand. And again, you are not supposed to use these for more than 5 minutes a day. So it is truly a micro habit, something that you just do for a couple of minutes and you don't have to do it every day. I do it especially if I notice that I seem like I might be getting a breakout, if I have like an irritation or a pimple. I also do try to just do it even when my skin is good, like I did it this morning, because I really want to keep a beautiful complexion and prevent those things. It helps increase oxygen in the skin, reduce inflammation, really, really good for breakouts. I have a video that talks all about this, so I will link that too. Micro habit number 9 is to swap out ultra processed sugars for things that are unrefined sugars or natural sugars. You probably have heard by now the link between sugar and acne, sugar and dull skin. This is not all sugars. I am not afraid of eating a high quality fruit, especially things like berries that are really good for you, have great antioxidants. But my micro habit here is to have a replacement. I love sweets. I love my dessert. So what I do is I keep a dark chocolate with great ingredients that has a nut butter inside. I keep that on hand and I enjoy that. So much better for my skin, and I'm getting my little sweet tooth satisfied so that I don't have cravings. I would also recommend keeping like a dairy-free coconut yogurt and some fresh berries on hand. That can be a really, really tasty solution, and I think it's great for the skin. And micro habit number 10 is to audit your skincare regularly. I think this is very, very important, because whether you hear about someone using a skincare, you see something online, there's a sale, a friend gifts you something, you start using all of these different things, and before you know it, you're like, wait, is one of these causing me to break out? Is this actually not helping my skin? So what I would say here is keep it really minimal. And the micro habit is keeping track of when you try something new. So you can keep a note on your phone, or if you are a physical pen and paper girl, you can do that too. But when you try something, I want you to keep track over the next few weeks. How does my skin look? Because there are things that are just not going to agree with your skin and they are going to cause a breakout. If you are prone to fungal acne, for example, like I am, certain people are just more prone to that. Even ingredients that look really great and healthy, it might have certain oils that are just too much for the skin to handle. So keep a very close track, just a quick little audit every few weeks, especially if you're adding something new, to tell if something is not agreeing with your skin. If you want to see the products that I'm using lately, let me know. I will say I am constantly optimizing when it comes to my skin, but I feel like I have a really solid minimalistic routine right now, and I am loving it. Nothing is making me break out in terms of my skincare, which is a beautiful thing. I hope these micro habits help you. I truly think you have to remember the little things that we do on a daily basis are the things that compound and become the catalyst for a big change. Truly, I used to have really bad breakouts my skin was just a big challenge. And especially having PCOS, having a lot of food allergies and intolerances, having autoimmune disease, it has been a struggle over the years because I do react to a lot of things and I'm quite sensitive to that. That being said, these little tips and tweaks that we do make such a big difference in calming our skin and reducing inflammation and supporting our skin. I hope that these help you and that you also notice a really big difference in your skin as you make these little tweaks and habits and stick to them. And remind yourself, it takes 21 days to form a habit. It takes about 30 plus days for us to see a difference in our skin because our skin cycle is about a month. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Remind yourself that all that matters is that your trajectory is in the right direction. If you like this video, check out this video next where I share the quickest way to get rid of a cystic zit. Those are the worst. So check out that video next. I also talk about the LED mask and the high frequency wand there if you want some more information on that. I will link anything I mentioned down in the description box below. Please let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything else that you do that you feel is a micro habit that really, really helps your skin. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in my next one.